Oh! Oh my God! I found out why it's. Oh!
Kept walking out.
Oh! I'm just taking my big walk to the wall. Okay. Hello. Have you missed me? I'm not doing any work today. I just kind of wanted to explain where I've been at. I've been hiding for 30 days. Um, it's cold, and I think I owe some explanation as to what's happening. So, there's been some changes. Stuff's been happening. Um, I've been sick on and off for like, I don't know, the better part of a month. And there's some truck stuff that we need to address, stuff that I need to finish, stuff that I need to fix. And I want to give like a somewhat detailed list of what I need to do and also do a little life update on where I've been at for like the past couple weeks. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got. We can jump right into things. Also, I got microphones. So, I'm working on getting another truck, right? Where we left off, we cut the roof off the cab. Everything's all, gutted for a majority, but we need to still do the interior of the cab and the wiring harnesses and this whole front end mess. Which we have the parts for the front end to bolt everything back up and get it on the wheels, which was the plan about 3 weeks ago. Now, in the past month, we got two separate snowstorms. One was about a foot and a half of snow, and then the most recent one was a lot of snow, and there was a lot of damage to the outside of our lovely garage here. And so we're addressing that, and it's freezing, and um, yeah, so there's that. And then my daily driver broke, so I had to fix that twice. Um, so that's kind of where my weekends have been taken up. But I'm waiting. I'm prospecting a whole parts truck. That's what I'm looking to do. It's tough. It's not easy to kind of figure out how to get parts for something that's over 50 years old. It's not easy. Some people say it's as simple as just, well, buy the parts, but we're at the point where we need a cab, and doing the pricing for stuff, it's looking like it would be worth it to either buy a parts truck or buy a whole new cab. This thing, it's not beyond repair. It's just it. The only thing that would be original is pretty much, I don't even know at this point. Maybe the firewall, the outer firewall. So, in terms of cabs, we need one, right? There's other stuff like I want to upgrade to the four-way disc brakes. So disc brakes in the rear too. That would be helpful. There's just a lot. It's a lot to think about, and I feel like that's all I've been doing for about a month or so is just thinking. And it sucks because like I want to come out here and work, but I'm at a bit of a stall with that, and I've been doing other things, but I want to get this done as quickly as possible, but that doesn't always work out the way you think it's gonna. Unfortunately, we thought it was just gonna be like a couple fixes, and then we pulled it apart and the motor blew up, which I can take you over there and show you that. We have the motor in the transmission. I have the new whole entire front section and frame. I have to service the rear diff still. I can tilt you guys down. There we go. I have to service that whole rear axle, get it all cleaned up, refreshed, paint it. I have to get the cross member piece and the new track bar arms. I have to do all new brake lines, um, new tires, see if I want to run the Steelies that I have right now, which I might, honestly, because I can't find a set of rims that I like. But there's tons and tons of stuff to do, right? But I have to see where I'm going direction wise with parts trucks. If I'm getting just a cab, if I'm getting a whole truck, like that's going to determine the pace of everything. Um, I have to do, new harnesses for things. Taillight harness has to get redone. Stuff like that. All that can be done once everything's painted. Like if I paint this, and then I can paint the rear axle. The frame and that rear axle are going to be like the biggest things that need to be painted. Besides the whole truck once I get the new cab and everything. So, and this is probably going to get painted, and the block. So there's a lot of things that need to get done. But our stalling here is, or what's holding us from any kind of progression really is just finding the cab, because I can't remove this cab until I'm certain that I'm going to get another one. Try to order some paint this week for the frame. And what I'm going to try to do is do the front, get the front all sanded, primed, painted, put this on, and get the front back on its own wheels, right? That would be ideal. That would be really cool. And then we need to cut out stuff in this area here that's not factory. That stuff's got to get removed. And then I can paint the back half of this, which I still have to strip it all down, which is going to be a very, very fun video. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, we're not done, we're just getting started. You can't rush a process like this. It's important to take care of the details and, you know, make sure everything is right the first time. That's what my dad taught me, do everything right the first time. Also, hopefully you're enjoying the microphones, and hopefully my audio is not messed up when I go to edit later, and my microphone stand is fantastic. Don't judge me. What we're working with, if I can get everything good and ready. Strip down, paint the front of the frame, put that whole cross member back up, put it on its wheels, sitting on the ground. Before I do that, I have to remove all the brake lines. I have to remove all these little bits like this, all these wiring harnesses and everything have to get tucked up into the cab or taped out of the way. Emergency brake or e-brakes, parking brake, whatever you want to call it, that has to get undone. There's not really much to the frame that's left. So in terms of the front clip, that's what we have to do. So my idea is to kind of paint from here forward, strip and paint it, right? And then we'll do the same with the back half, and then we'll paint underneath this when the time comes. At the frame, the front of the frame, the cab still looks the same on the inside. It's just taken apart, waiting. It's a lot more in depth than we thought it was going to be. Now we're back to the back of the truck again. So painting from probably that brace right there, all the way back, sanding, stripping, cutting out the old metal, and then we might do some frame bracing in here because these trucks were handmade back in the day. Some of the measurements and cross members are off in certain areas, like this one right there is crooked, and that's okay. I mean, it's not affecting anything other than just visualizing. The frame is perfectly even, so we can handle that. So basically, what the plan is for now is to kind of get like a rolling chassis, right? Unless we get this other hypothetical vehicle or another cab, I want to be able to like clean everything off here, make sure nothing's leaking, hook everything back up, put the motor and the transmission in, put that front clip piece back on with the radiator and everything, so I can turn key and run it and everything be all painted and everything. This way it's ready to just accept a bed and a cab and then everything else up front, right? That's the ideal situation. Um, so we'll see how it goes. It's also really cold. Like I'm shivering right now. It's freezing. So we're gonna have some people floating in and out of videos. Um, Depending on the weekend, I don't know who's gonna be here, who's not gonna be here. At some point, we will have a couple special guests with, dealing with this motor. Um, One of my buddies and actually possibly my dad might come down and help me. So that's gonna be fun. You guys get to meet my dad. We're kind of just dealing with the benefits of winter ending, severe snowstorms, setbacks, broken daily drivers. I mean, there's tons of like little things I could do, but it's to the point where it's like, do you guys want to see every little detail, or do you guys want like a real heavy day of getting stuff done? And that's like trying to find the balance between the two is important. So that's where we're at. So any feedback would be honestly fine. Do you want like every little detailed step, or do you want like one big day of us just saying it's done? You let me know in the comments. Um, I honestly think that's all I have. So I want to say thank you for your time. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. It could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes. Um, but we have good stuff coming. We have changes coming. Also, might have some non-related C10 content coming. There's other cars we have to fix as well. If you guys want to see that, give it a thumbs up. I mean, we don't just work on old cars here or classics. We work on a lot of different things. Car events coming up. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments as well. I think that's pretty much all I have, honestly. I mean, it's cold. It's going to be warm next weekend, so expect a good video next weekend. But for right now, this is where we're at. Um, I'm going to try to do the front of the frame next weekend. I'm going to try to order the paint today, see if I can get everything shipped in. We're going to do a satin black, so I have to get that and get the primer. And then I actually have a tool that's like, it's a huge like paint stripper, and you just go across. It's like a giant wire wheel. So we'll be doing that. We will have some other friends come over when it's nice out. Friends always stop over, say what's up. So you might meet a lot of people next weekend. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for watching.